It's my 5th attempt at making a video. This is a new project I brought in. 89 Wrangler. Hard to see, but that's a 4.2 liter 6-cylinder that I like so much. Got 33s on the front, they're coming off. Too hard on the drivetrain. This thing, I got all receipts from several different owners. Has had about $10,000 worth of work done to it. This front bumper assembly with a winch, and these spots, and the custom bumper. That's $1,800 right there. New seats on the interior, carpet kit, new top. Because it had the 33s, it's got this crazy heavy duty spare tire carrier, but still did some damage to the tailgate. I gotta drill this, stop the crack, pull it together, weld it. And there's a crack on the inside too. Still have the factory wheels, and I can use those to mount my 235/75 R15s. Got this dang farm jack mounted to the hood that nobody ever uses but everybody puts on. Inside's clean as a button. Hard to see because of the poor lighting. It's got 100,000 and some change on the clock. Now the bad side is these are 2 new drive shafts that I just had built. The front drive shaft had about a 1/2-inch bow in it. The rear drive shaft had a dent in it, and it couldn't be balanced with a dent, so it needed to be rebuilt. Got a place here in Longview that does that real reasonable. Now here's the more bad part. All these old Jeeps, they always need work. Should be able to see that I got the skid plate off, supporting the transmission with the jack. I got a leak. I believe it's the rear seal on this BA10/5 transmission, which is not the transmission you want. You want an AX15, but I got what I got. And a transfer case, rear output shaft seal was leaking. Opened up both differentials, inspected. They look pretty good. When I pulled the drain plug on the transmission, it had some metal filings on it, but it's a Peugeot transmission. Still up in the air on that one. I might jerk it out. I've got a rebuild kit with bearings and seals, and I might do a light rebuild on it. Haven't quite decided yet. It goes through all the gears just fine, but I can hear a bearing whine I'm real crazy about. No rust on this Jeep at all. It's completely rust free. I got a slight lift to it. Not terrible, about 1.5 or 2-inch lift I can deal with. The rear main engine seal's leaking. I gotta drop the pan, put in a new seal. Again, that's not that big a deal. So, all in all, not too bad a Jeep. Except for that Peugeot or BA10/5 transmission. But I think I can save it. So this is project number 1. I got 2 more projects going on. I'll post videos of those when I get around to it. Oh, this has got the MP carb update. Ain't crazy about those either, but it is what it is. Needs a heavy tune-up. Rocker arm cover gasket's leaking. Got one of those already. This is just nickel and dime stuff. Has an aftermarket AC that blows cold air. New water pump already. New fan clutch already. I put on a fuel pump the other day. Got a new clutch slave cylinder. New clutch kit's already been put in it by the previous owner. So I paid a high price for it. I got it for $8,500, but it was there and I was there, and retired school teacher who said she had cancer said it run just great, and I looked at it, but it was about 8 o'clock at night. I'm up underneath with a flashlight, and it had some issues she knew about. She failed to disclose, but that's what people do. You know, she wanted to get the best money she could for it, and she did, but it's all part of it. RC, got a carpet kit, probably gonna take that out. Four-wheel drive does function with the factory setup, but I got a cable lock I'll put on it. It's 4x4 posi lock. They're trouble free. It's either engaged or it ain't. That's all there is to it. There's all the assorted parts I picked up so far. Other than the transmission, have dropped the transfer case to get to that rear seal. This is really just nickel and dime stuff. It goes with buying a 30-plus-year-old vehicle. But I like this one. There's no body repair been done to it, and there's no rust on it whatsoever. And it still even has a catalytic converter, believe it or not. And so, not too bad. Anyway, that's all for this one. Now I'll get to project 2 and 3 at some point here in the future. Thank you.